What's up guys, this is Gamertay here, and today I am going to do a athora deck profile for you guys. So let's get started. My body is this card, Avatar of Glass Crystal Athora. His core cost is pay 3 gauge and put top card of the deck into soul. The reason why I use this guy is because when it's your opponent turn and he attacks you and you cast a spell, you can draw a card and you can counter attack. So if you use this card, Brush Upper, you nullify destruction and you can deal you can also draw a card and you got counter attack. So that's a great card. That's the reason why I put it as my buddy. And let's go on to the next card. I use 2 Jade Gem Crystal Dragon Stars. The reason why I put him is because when my Athora gets attacked, he will deal 1 damage at the end of the turn. And when there's a size 3 on the field, it will be reduced into a size 0. So yeah, he's a very great card. Next card I use is the Overturn Athora. I only use 1 copy because I'm on a budget, so yeah. I use 1 copy of him only. He's a great card. If your opponent is using Chaos, this is a very great card to stop Gear God, because Gear God will keep attacking you and you can just use Overturn. Or if you use Butts, he tries to pay 2 gauge and stand again and attack you, you can use Overturn. So you'll force them to attack. Let's move on to the next card. The next card is Rainbow Gem Crystal Dragon. Sorry, I cannot pronounce his name properly, but he's a great card. At the beginning of your opponent's final phase, put up to 2 card on your opponent field and draw card and deal damage to your opponent equal number card destroyed. So that's how I play him. And he also has double attack. And this card also cannot be returned to your hand by card effects. And yeah, this is why I play him. Because in Athora decks, you want to play your cards very defensively, so you can keep your Athora on your field. Because your Athora is the MVP of the game, I think. And this card is called White Crystal Dragon Combel. I use him is because when this card enters the field and you have 7 life or more, you can deal 1 damage to your opponent. So you can end the game faster by using him. So I play 2 copies of him. And I play White Crystal Dragon Rosling from the secret pack. The very first secret pack, I think. And when this card enters the field, you have a size 3 Prism Dragon on your field. You can draw a card. This is the draw mechanism for the Athora deck. I use 2 copies of him. And the next card is this card, White Crystal Dragon Fumate. The reason why I play him is because when your opponent attacks you and your Athora has no soul left, you can pay 1 gauge and call him and target to him instead. So that's how I play him. Let's move on to items. I play 4 copies of Crystal Glyphs. The reason why I play this card is because you get 2000 power and 2000 defense to center Prism Dragon. And when at the beginning of your opponent's final phase, right, your Prism Dragon on your center, put up to, if you have a Prism Dragon on your center, put up to 2 cards from drop zone into your gauge. This is to help you to use your impact. And I also play one copy of Crystal Spikes because it's a very helpful card. As you can see, the ability of the Prism Dragon on your center cannot be nullified, and its power plus 2000 and defense plus 2000. This ability cannot be nullified. At the end of the battle, that Prism Dragon monster on your field was attacked. If you have a Prism Dragon on your center, deal 1 damage to your opponent. This ability activates only once per turn. This is to deal more damage to your opponent, so this is to end the game fast also. And let's move on to spells. Starjack Boost. This is a card that I always use to draw a card. When, like, if you have 7 life or more, you can charge and draw 1 card. I play 3 copies of that. Let's move on to the next card. The next card I play is Visible Light. The reason why I play Visible Light is because you are playing the monsters that has a lot of gauge. It costs a lot of gauge, and some spells need gauge, so I use Visible Light. And you can charge the top 2 cards of your deck into your gauge, and if you got 8 life or more, you can charge another one. So that's very helpful. Next card I use is Mystery Setting. This is one of the best card that you should use, because when you put this into a soul of a Prism Dragon, when it gets attacked and this soul is still in the Prism Dragon, you can charge 1 gauge after that. So this allows you to have another extra soul guard, and I play 3 copies of that. The next card I play is Enchantment. I only play 1 copy because it's a good card, but I have limited of it. The ability is put the top card of your deck into your gauge, and if there is a size 3 Prism Dragon on field, draw a card. Activates only once per turn. So that's a good card. If you got a athora or this card that I just now said, you can draw a card on your field. The next card is Gemolist. The reason why I use this is if the first turn your hand does not have a size 3 athora, you can use this card and search for a size 3 Prism Dragon and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck and put the top card of your deck into your gauge. So it's a very good card. Next card I use is the set spell, Mirror's Valley. I use 2 copy. It allows you to let your Prism Dragon stay on your field. Like if your opponent use a card effect to make your card bounce back to your hand, is not allowed, because this card stops your opponent's effect by letting the card go back into your hands, and it also forces your opponent to attack your center monster only. So this works very well for the Overturn Athora, because when Gear God tries to attack you, if you got this card set on your field, Gear God is forced to attack the center and his monster also. So this is a very helpful card. I play 2 copies of this card, and I play the Impact, Direct, Dynamic, Diamond, Overhead. I play 2 copies because just in case of any problem. And let's move on with the defensive spell. I play 1 copy of Prism Model, because when your athora goes into the drop zone and you still got a lot of gauge. You can use it to like bring it back into the field or put it in your hand. But most likely you should put it back into the field, because that is what they say in the card. So let's move on to the next card. I play 4 copies of Radiant Shell. The reason why I play Radiant Shell is because it's very helpful. Because if you got a prism monster in your center, if it's being attacked, you pay 1 gauge and you can nullify the attack and deal 1 damage. So if you combine that with my buddy Athora, you can draw 1 card and deal 1 damage. So that is a very strong combination. Or if you can use the overturn athora, that would be also great. You'll do a lot of damage. The next card that I use is Brush Upper. I play 3 copies of this, so to not let my monsters go or get destroyed, to let it stay on the field, and I can charge gauge. This is the reason why I play this card. It's a very helpful card for most of my monsters, because my monsters cost a lot of gauge. Yeah, and I play 2 copies of Prism Eye, because this card is very helpful. If your athora is 10,000 power, you can destroy a 10,000 power or 10,000 defense monster that has the exact same power or defense on your center. So this is a very helpful card, and I will use this every time if I draw it. Let's move on to the next card. I play 2 copies of Prismatic Bless. This is a very good card. After your opponent attack you like 3 or more times, you use this card. You can look at top 3 cards of your deck. You can choose 1 and put it into your hand, put 1 into a gauge, and put 1 back into your deck and shuffle it. So this helps you to get more cards on your hand, to get more draw power and more gauge. This is a very defensive deck, so that's why rarely people would actually make it or get to destroy our athora. The next card I play is Phase Steel Chains. The ability is to end the attack phase. So if your opponent has 1 last attack and he tries to attack your athora, and your athora has no souls, he can use this card to end his attack phase, and he can't attack anymore. So this is a very helpful card, and I play 2 copies of it. And last but not least, I play 1 copy of Prismatic Prisma. It's not that helpful, but sometimes I use it. You may only cast this card if you have a size 3 Prism Dragon on your center counter. Choose and use 1 of the following 2. For this turn, monsters on your center gets power plus 3000 and 3000 defense. Or stand a monster on your field. But that doesn't work unless if it's your turn and if you want a triple attack, you can use this card to stand a monster and attack again. But it's not that helpful though. So guys, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy my video, and please like and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Bye.